Welcome again, it's Wednesday again. As usual, I'm posting today a ketogenic video post that I'm going to talk about the ketogenic lifestyle. So today, the subject is how to get started on keto, because it's not as simple as you can think it is. It's not like everyone is explaining on the internet that it's so super easy and just eat some nuts and cheese and blah 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 and you're going to keto adapt. No, period. It's not. It's quite more complicated than that. So today I'm just going to give you some tools that you can use to just get started, how to get started in the ketogenic lifestyle and how I applied it into my life. So I will just dig right into it, and I hope you enjoy my content today. So the first thing I want you to just go and click online and buy is this glucometer. There you can see how your blood sugar are during the day. So like in the beginning, I would suggest that you measure your blood sugar like every time you have a meal, first before you start to eat, and then 1 to 1.5 hour after your dinner or your food, you will test and see how your blood sugar is affected by this food. So you should be at a glucose number by 4.4 millimolar if you are in the Scandinavian and European size system, and in the American system I think it's about 79 when I'm googled, so I don't know if that's wrong, but 79 in the American calculated system. The second thing is that the fact that you need to sleep to get recovered and for your body to heal is super important. That's the most important thing. So when I started the ketogenic lifestyle protocol, I started to go to bed, and I started to go to bed before 10. I know it's hard in the beginning. I was like, I don't want to be in bed that early, but I was like, I will do this because you need to give your body the time to heal, and it's doing that during the night. So it's a lot of science that says you recovering during the night when the body is fully sleeping and relaxing, then your body is healing. Over to the third thing is that you shouldn't be HIIT training in the beginning. For me it was a really big change because I've been always like doing this HIIT training and being on a lot of like group training and stuff like that on my gym. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this HIIT training because it's higher your adrenaline and your cortisol, and it's going to stress your body if you're not healed enough. So that was a main part that I'm actually now almost 11 months in. I'm starting to progress a little bit of HIIT training, like 5, 10, 15 minutes in the now, but it has been a long process to do that. You should be in the opposite of HIIT training. You can do time under tension, and it's when you are doing one muscle in one direction very slowly and to the other direction very slowly. So the workout is super long. So, and you don't need a heavy weight or anything when you're doing that, because the muscle is contracting and stretching very slowly, and it's going to not affect your cortisol as the same way as the HIIT training. So that's a very important thing. the fourth things I want to share is that you should be not working out too late in the afternoon. And I was talking about the HIIT training. The same thing is when you are working out too late in the afternoon. You're raising your cortisol. Cortisol is getting you high on glucose. It's setting free glucose, and when your cortisol spikes, you are not going to be tired in the evening, and you're changing all your circadian rhythm, so you are going to be up later because your body is like, okay, let's do this, but that's not so good. So you need to work out in the earlier part of the day. So if you can't work out during the day, I would suggest you to go and do a workout before you go to work. So the last thing I want to share is that you shouldn't be afraid of fat. All the time we have been super told that we should be afraid of fat, but I will say to you it's a total myth and a super lie that we have been told. I've been reading so much books about science cheating and how our science have been bought and stuff like that. So it's not even connecting with how the body is working, with all the hormones and everything that needs the fat to work properly. So that's why it's super important to get your fat up. Don't be afraid to do that. So the recommendations I have for you is to hire it up to 200 grams of fat. It sounds like a lot, and it's super lot. It is a lot in the beginning, but you are going to be craving it later, I promise. In the beginning, everything was coming out from my ears. I was like, oh my god, I can't handle all this fat. But you will manage it. You will. It's just to be patient and always eat and go up to this 200 grams of fat, and it's 80% of your macros you should be eating fat. So it was everything I had for today. Hope you enjoyed it. In the description below I will put a link, so you can go down there and I will give to you my spreadsheet on how I can fill in my glucose number during a month, or how long you want to proceed and fill in your glucose number. I will give you this spreadsheet, and you can fill in all your numbers, so you can see how you actually doing during the month, if you're going down, if you're going up, and everything. So I will give that as a present for you. I did it in the beginning, and I did the small diagrams and everything on how I proceed during the day. So it's very, very fun to see and comparing how it's working. So if you enjoyed this episode and enjoy my channel, please give a thumbs up, share it with your friends, so we can all learn together, and I hope to see you guys next week.